Welcome back to BWO Daily, your source for news in sports entertainment and the world of professional wrestling from you boys at Busted Wide Open. My name is Nick Howell.
And I am Sir Ian Dangerous, and welcome to the show today. And we have some excellent news because as of yesterday, it was a press conference held in Japan. New Japan chairman Naoki Sugabayashi officially announced the return of New Japan, Nick.
We're back.
It's coming back. It's coming back soon. It's coming back June
next week?
15th. Yeah. They like, right at the last minute, they're like, we'll make you wait. Oh, here it is. It's June 15th. It's coming back. They're actually starting with a show called The Together Project. We have no idea what that card will be, to be announced, but that's going to be June 15th. And then right after, the day after, on June 16th, we kick off the New Japan Cup, which was supposed to happen back in March. But, you know, things happened.
Right.
There was a little bit of a delay. So the only other caveat to this is that there will not be an audience for all of the New Japan Cup. They're not going to be having an audience for that.
New Japan, typically a quiet audience anyway, you know, for the most part.
Yeah, but you can feel the tension, you know what I mean? Like of the crowd. So I'm wondering if they're going to do a similar thing to WWE and AEW where they've got some, like the young lions are allowed to interact or something, or they might just do it in silence. I have no idea. I have seen a lot of Japanese matches, as you said, Nick, where it's very quiet. There's lots of concentration. So seeing matches like that, as you said, probably won't be too bizarre.
Naito Girl will be sorely missed.
You'll probably she'll be outside. You'll still hear her.
Yeah, right. She'll be.
That being said, Naito Girl will be allowed back in for the finals on July 11th. They will be at Osaka-jo Hall on the 11th of July, and then on the 12th of July will be Dominion. We're getting one of their big shows on the 12th. There will be crowds for those shows, but it will only be a 1/3 capacity in Osaka-jo. They will limit it to 1/3 the capacity of the big hall. So it will be a crowd, but not a full-size crowd yet. But
you know, some is better than nothing at this point.
Exactly. We're getting New Japan
I'm
back.
shaking for getting the New Japan Cup. Literally, and one of the big I did watch the premiere of the press conference last night, and one of the big things I took away, two of them actually. One, there's going to be several special matches on several nights throughout the New Japan Cup schedule. Mm-hmm. And then the winner of the New Japan Cup is going to have their title opportunity the next night.
Boom. Right away.
Both titles.
Right.
On the line.
Yeah. Which.
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to do our whole booking of the brackets when we get to the show, to our regularly scheduled show, Nick, our Tuesday show, which will be going live today at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. For all of you who want to check that out, we will be going over all of the brackets and who we think is going to win the whole thing and all of that. We're saving that for later. But I will point out real quick, it's just like kind of an overview. It is a surprisingly, how shall I say this, older New Japan Cup. A lot of the New Japan dads are in this. There is no Jon Moxley. There is no Jay White, no Ospreay. He's stuck in England. No Kenta. No Juice Robinson, no Naito. A lot of times the champ will be in the New Japan Cup. This time he is not. But instead, we're going to get New Japan dads like Togi Makabe, Jado, Tomoaki Hanma, Yuji Nagata, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Hiroshi Tenzan. And then we've also got guys like Bushi and Yujiro Takahashi, Gabriel Kidd. And of course, you know, so you're going to have Tenkozy as well. Satoshi Kojima is another one of the dads that's in there. So that you have, it's a bit of an older New Japan Cup this year. And to me, that's a little disappointing. Like, as much as I want to be just over the moon about this, I'm also like, and no disrespect to those guys at all. But I don't exactly see Yuji Nagata going and challenging Naito 2 belts here. No. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do. So, and one of the most obscure first-round matches that stood out to me was Kazuchika Okada versus Gato. Like, I can draw
He's
some
finally getting his
storyline
revenge.
There. I understand
his
that.
Revenge. Yeah.
I understand the storyline there, but fine.
We're also getting Yuji Nagata, Minoru Suzuki. That's a 20-year-old feud. So that's
God.
in the first round. So there's some good stuff, but it is bizarre how much you can look at it and be like, okay, well, this guy's going all the way through the entire bracket because they're not giving it to that one. So anyway, that's a little disappointing looking at it, but I know that their backs are up against the wall in terms of the booking of this. So
will Minoru Suzuki be there destroying young lions? Yes, I'm good.
Yes. He's and honestly, as you said, Nick, Okada, Gato in the first round, they face the winner of Nagata and Suzuki. So we're getting Okada Suzuki in the second round. So it's
yes.
We're going to be just fine. It's going to be awesome just to have it back.
Yes.
So do not want to complain too much. Very excited about New Japan's return. And hope we get the G1 in the fall because the G1 is the best. In other news,
this is like
Tomasso,
Diet G1.
It's kind of
G1 light.
In other news, back here on this side of the pond, Randy Orton. Oh, Randy. Oh, Randall. Oh, Randall, Keith, Kennedy, Callenbach, Kardashian Orton. What are you doing? He got on Twitter after In Your House, the NXT TakeOver pay-per-view this last Sunday, and he said, I heard WWE NXT TakeOver In Your House was great. Slapping my leg for you guys. Sincerely, #leg slap. Randy never ceases
doing?
Never ceases to knock down the indie kids. It's a tale as old as time. Not one to sit by and let old Randall talk smack about his peoples. Tomasso Ciampa tweeted back at Randy, my daughter has been trouble sleeping. Luckily, I found a remedy. Randy Orton matches. Better than NyQuil. Sincerely, an entire locker room who busted their asses.
Ooh. Shots fired!
The shots have been fired back. Of course, you don't want to go mano a mano with the Viper. Mano a Snako on Twitter with Randy Orton because he had to come back to Ciampa where he said, looks like I hurt the feelings of the self-appointed locker room leader of a wrestling school. Let me know what time #leg slap class starts so I can take my game to the next level.
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
So Tomasso has yet to respond to that because I'm not sure how you respond to being Twitter shot in the face, but we'll see what happens next with this. Obviously, I'm encouraging no one to get too worked up about this. It's wrestling, and the last time we saw these guys together in a ring was Survivor Series, and they had a little bit of a confrontation. So if they're working, I'm entertained.
Randy Orton to NXT in a challenge, or Tomasso Ciampa after being destroyed by Karrion Kross. Nick.
There it is.
After being destroyed at NXT TakeOver In Your House, maybe Tomasso Ciampa comes up to fit. Maybe this is the introduction of a new feud.
No, that's the thing. That's what's weird about this. The only thing about Tomasso Ciampa said, I'm not going to the main roster. My neck issues. I'm staying in NXT. He just put over Karrion Kross, so now he's being, kind of he's like a good soldier down there. So it's, I mean, I don't know how much of this is a shoot, how much of this is a work. All I know is it's entertaining.
Yeah.
My goodness. Oh, my goodness. We're going back to the days of Randy Orton tweeting out #dive. In indie news, MLW has officially signed a deal with streaming service DAZN. So now if you want to catch your MLW fix, once they get back going again, right now they're just doing like best of packages, you will have somewhere you can go watch them on streaming.
Nice.
Typically, DAZN does like baseball highlights and a couple like live boxing stuff. So they're not a huge service, but they're out there. You can get them on most, like your Apple TV and your Roku's and that kind of thing. So if you want the MLW, you're going to be able to get it.
More of this, please. I do like that they put some of the best of packages up on YouTube. There's quite a bit of MLW if you're interested on YouTube to go check it out. But yeah, more of this, please. More companies and promotions getting into the streaming game because look, guys, WWE has set the bar, like $10 a month to get all of your pay-per-views and all kinds of other auxiliary content along with it. That's what
they've
you're
got
up
the
against.
pockets. They got the pockets and the content to be able to do that.
I understand,
So
but that's what they're up against. So,
Sure.
right? We've had this conversation many times about AEW. They can only do $50 pay-per-views for so long before people are going to start tuning out. So we'll see.
That time has not come yet. A lot of
No,
people
it
bought
hasn't.
the last one. But no, this is good news for MLW. They signed with entertainment agency ICM earlier this year. So far, they've gotten on the BN and on when Fusion launched. So they're already doing some stuff. This is just a nice, solid place for them to call home. So good on them. And speaking of things that are on that you should watch, Evolution. Remember that? The all-women's pay-per-view that WWE put on a few years ago that was actually really, really, really freaking good.
Fantastic.
And yet, for some reason, they didn't have another one. And everyone was like, why?
Yeah.
Well, that pay-per-view is being shown for free on FS1 tonight at 7/6 Central. That being said, it's being shown, but it's also being shown as a test for WWE. Depending on the viewership and depending on the feedback from it, they are considering doing Evolution 2, but this is one of their ways of seeing if the interest is there.
Why would you do that on FS1? Why wouldn't you do it on an ESPN? You've been playing Manias on ESPN for weeks now.
But they've been playing Manias on FS1 as well, and they're going to be looking at against the base metric on FS1. They're not going to be saying, well, it doesn't get 18 million views and we're not going to do Evolution. They're saying, okay, based on what's normally in that slot, what the normal viewership is for our programming over there, how does it do? And then based on that, is there interest? So it's not the only metric they're using. Well, if it doesn't do well, then we're absolutely not doing it. Or that's the only way that they're looking at it. I'm sure they're looking at other metrics as well, but it is a test. So if you are free at that time, go check it out. It should be right around the end of our show, Nick.
Unless you're on the East Coast. Against AEW Dark.
Over here on the West Coast. It's that's 7. So Anyway, check out Evolution if you get the chance. Definitely want to encourage WWE to put on another show like that because frankly that show was badass. It was really good. It was really good.
They should just do one anyway, regardless of what FS1 numbers give you.
Right. What are you going to do instead? Have Backlash? Oh wait, we're already having it.
Right.
Take away one of your B-level pay-per-views and give us an A-level Evolution pay-per-view. Simple solution. And finally, Nick, happy birthday to Taynara Conti, wherever she is now. She's no longer with NXT. She's out doing photo shoots on the beach and living her best life. We hope. Maybe she'll come back to wrestling. Maybe she won't, but she's turning 25 today. So happy birthday to Taynara.
Happy birthday, Taynara.
Happy birthday, Taynara. And that is the news, sir.
Well, thank you very much, Sir Ian Dangerous, and thank you guys for checking out BWO Daily. Make sure you slam that subscribe button and give this video a like, and make sure you get your notifications turned on, because we will be back later right here at youtube.com/bustedwideopen live doing our main show recapping Raw from last night, and later this week on Saturday recapping AEW, NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown. So make sure you subscribe here to the channel. You can find links to all of our social media, our Discord server. Definitely get into that for live chats all throughout the week as well. But my name is Nick Howell. You can find me on Twitter at DataCenterDude.
And I am Sir Ian Dangerous. You can find me on Twitter at Sir Ian Dangerous.
And we will see you guys next time.